All right. All right. So you're in the right place if you are looking to grow and scale your real estate business. Here is the thing, my friends. You want to do it in a way where you don't lose your mind in the process. And that is the key. That is the kind of the secret sauce in terms of what we're going to work on today together. Let me share my screen and we'll get after it here. All right, so how to grow and scale your real estate business without giving your life away in the process. My name is Lars Hedenborg. I'm the founder of Real Estate B School. And I want to show you also today how to get access to a proven growth platform without having to pay for coaching, training, or technology ever again. So here's the reality of our industry, is that it is setting us up for failure in terms of no clear path to financial freedom. And traditional methods and coaching, ultimately, it has you doing more deals and you're essentially staying on the transaction treadmill. And it's not going to lead you to any freedom in the future. And most agents and team leaders will not be able to retire gracefully, right? Remember, when was the last time you went to a real estate agent retirement party? It doesn't happen all that often. Today, I want to show you how to profitably, keyword profitably, grow and scale your real estate business without giving your life away in the process. I'm going to give you a way to get access to everything I've ever built in my 8 years of building Real Estate B School, helping top agents and team leaders scale their businesses profitably and sustainably. You got access to all of it. And then the step-by-step process you can use to build a massive leverage income stream. Bottom line, I want to show you how to make more money, but have more freedom ultimately so you can have more impact. And you're in the right place if you are in the real estate business and you know there's another level of growth in your business and you want to hang around with business builders, like-minded business builders, rather than the average struggling agent in your market. You want to grow your business in a way where you can actually look back and you can see, wow, my net worth, my financial situation is looking better, and you have more time off, right? That's not taught in our industry. And you want to learn how to make this shift from transaction treadmill approach to real estate, which is the only approach that's being taught right now, to more of a lucrative lifestyle business. You're also in the right place if you're just really maybe you're not where you want to be financially and you don't have a clear path to financial freedom. If you're working evenings and weekends and you're out of bounds and you're letting those around you down, you're in the right place. If you're stressed more than ever, more than anyone you know, you can't seem to get it together, you are in the right place. And if you're missing out on important life events for the urgent matters of real estate, you're in the right place. I love this quote from the book, Profit First. This is me and Mike Michalowicz, the author. Putting your nose to the grindstone is a really easy way to cover up an unhealthy business. We think that we can just work harder, longer, better. If we can just hold out, something good will happen one day. Rarely, if ever, have I seen that to be true in business. A little bit of a brag slide on me. First and foremost, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a business builder. I've got a podcast. If you can see it here, Real Estate Team Builders. You can go to realestateteambuilderspodcast.com. I follow Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And I wrote a book, Scale or Die, and it became a bestseller, which is pretty cool. More than 5,000 families served at this point in my real estate career. I went from 2008, 44 transactions to over 400 sides just a handful of years later. I've got a multiple seven-figure net worth, liquid net worth, meaning I can stroke a check for multiple seven figures in about a week timeframe to clear out some assets. And at this point, I have about a $40,000 a month residual income stream, which is pretty cool. And I don't say any of that to brag, just to let you know that I've done the work to get to a point where I can now do that. I've got an awesome work week. I create content on Mondays and I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably about from 11 a.m. to about 5 p.m. or so. I take a lot of vacation and I've made every mistake you could possibly make in business. The only difference between me and some of the coaches out there and the gurus is that I'm willing to share those mistakes with you. A little bit more about me. I came from a very chaotic upbringing, divorce, low income family. My dad was an alcoholic, drank until I was 15, had a bunch of student loans for a career I did not pursue. I didn't have any sales, marketing, or business building experience when I got into real estate. One thing I did have, though, was a desire to grow and a willingness to bet on myself. That was probably the smartest investment I ever made was an investment in myself. Here's the question. And this is a question that I want you to haunt you in a good way forever. Do I have a clear roadmap in place to scale my business and achieve my financial goals so that I can live a life of meaning, impact, and satisfaction? Just sit with that for a second. Do you have a roadmap? Do you know where you're going so you can scale your business, bring in more money, hit your financial goals, and show up in all the areas of life that matter to you? That's the guiding question. In terms of navigating business growth, the only reason that this document, Real Estate Business Growth Navigator, and the 6 stages of growth exist is because I painstakingly worked through them myself. And then when I launched Real Estate B School, I was building systems and tools and coaching and training to help others progress in their business growth journey. So my ascension was a function of five things: my mindset around my self-worth and how important I was in my business, or not important, actually, right? To scale a business, you can't do everything in it. Number 2, being honest about the choices I was making with my time. That was hard. Number 3, a willingness to develop new capabilities, right? If you're going to go from 100,000 GCI to 500,000 GCI, you're going to have to show up with a different set of skills and capabilities. Number 4, a desire and a commitment to grow. I still have that deep in my heart and in my belly. I'm just constantly looking for ways to grow without sacrificing family time and my relationship and my physical body and my time with God and all that good stuff. Number 5, a determination to challenge the status quo. For sure, what we do in Real Estate B School is different than the rest of the world. And if we can just be honest and a little bit vulnerable with ourselves and each other, we can get you to the point where this is possible. I just need you to believe that it's possible. And not only that, it's actually predictable. And you don't need to know every step of the journey. You just need to know that others have been there ahead of you. My journey, this is me in 2000. Anders is about a year old. So 2008, the year I sold 44 homes, and it was 7 days a week. I was on the phone, out of bounds, not present, and not really winning at home. Maybe I was succeeding as a traditionally successful agent, but I wasn't winning at home. My first family vacation ruined it for a deal that never closed. Ironically, it was a short sale, a luxury short sale. Remember, it was $850,000. Everything was like half price, and it's in the neighborhood I live in now. And so I get to run around this home like probably 5 or 7 times a week and just run past it multiple times in a day, remembering what we do to keep deals together and how we ultimately hurt our loved ones in the process. This is when Kendall came into the world, April 2010. This is when it really became clear to me that I could not sustain what I had built. And I needed to make some drastic pivots in my business to get some leverage. And I did. I figured it out. I figured out how to get to over 400 sides where I worked 42 days that year, built an amazing life of freedom, adventure for my family. I'm super present. I'm not out of bounds on my time or anything like that. So after all that, I decided to start a coaching company and get back in the grind of building a business from $0 to a multi-million-dollar coaching business. And I did it because I didn't want others to suffer the pain that I had suffered. That was the true motivation behind it. Yet all of that to say, so I've been at this coaching game for 8 years. Hundreds of members have come through Real Estate B School. I've talked to over 1,000 agents and team leaders about their businesses through the entry process into Real Estate B School. 5,000 families served in my business, and I've made all the mistakes you can make. So I feel qualified to say that there are some major challenges in real estate. If you're a traditional agent, so a solo agent, you don't make money when you stop selling. There is no exit strategy. And it's likely you're not making enough money to save enough money to ever exit the business. And I don't think the hours and the stress you endure as a traditional agent are worth the sacrifice ultimately. If you go the team model route, even if you do it the right way on the right economic model with value-based commission splits, and you've got accountability in place and you're tracking, you're doing everything right, you're still going to bring in agents and they'll eventually leave. Ultimately training people outside of your world to take deals from you, right? That's kind of what happens. And it's not that ugly, right? I never really resent people leaving or agents leaving the real estate team. It just happens that way. Or you make the mistake of changing splits and cutting off cutting these one-off deals with agents just to make them quote unquote happy. The biggest challenge is that of exiting the business. Let's say you want to earn $20,000 a month just coming in without having to get up and show homes or list homes. That's $240 a year. Let's say you could earn 5%, which is actually not possible to consistently, without taking some risk, earning 5%. But let's say you could. That's the equivalent of having $4.8 million in the bank. $4.8 million at 5% a year is equal to $240,000, $20,000 a month. It's a major challenge. So that entire backdrop, let's rewind a few years ago. So I've already leveraged myself out of my real estate team. I'm crushing real estate B school. I was at a mastermind with a couple good friends of mine. AJ Mita's on the right there. John Mikesh is in the middle, and I am a good 25 pounds heavier right there on the left in that light blue short. AJ told us that he had left Keller Williams and he went into this company, little known company called EXP. And John and I were like, dude, that's like worst idea ever. He's like, I don't know. It's like my organization has grown to about 200 agents. We're like, oh, well, whatever. Like we're still grinding in our real estate teams. And then we see AJ kind of living this life of 12 months, retires from real estate, takes a 12-month RV trip, moves to Puerto Rico. And this is August of 2020. So keep in mind, 3 years earlier, we're hanging out. In August of 2020, huge milestone hit yesterday. 2,000 agents in my revenue share organization. I'm like, holy cow, that's weird. I'm like, I remember I was at, and we're not like the best of friends where we're talking every month. So this is literally 3 years went by, and maybe I talked to him a handful of times. I actually coached him for a couple of years in real estate B school. So he hit 2,000 agents, and he was drinking the Kool-Aid. He loved KW. Not a bad word to say about KW. On the right, I saw probably about a week later, I saw him post like, my rev share team closed 1,008 homes last month. I'm like, that's weird. And then of course we see all the EXP people that are just annoying, happy rev share day. I actually don't mind the 22nd of the month because my kids are both born on the 22nd. So it's just a reminder of my kids. But here's the thing. Both of those posts were in August of 2020. John calls me on September 5th of 2020. And he says, I have something to tell you. Are you sitting down? Instantly, my heart drops. I'm like, terminal cancer or divorce. And I know he has a strong relationship with his bride, but it's just what came to my mind. I'm moving my team to EXP. 3 years earlier, we were shaming AJ for making the move into EXP. And if you're not at EXP, you know what I mean. If you've said no to it, you're like, that's not for me. It's multi-level marketing. It's like all these things. Then he asked me the question, have you actually studied the model? And I was like, my heart was still like, I don't think it had beaten for like 10 seconds and my palms were sweating, not kidding. And I said, no. He's like, I'm not going to ask you to join EXP. I'm just going to ask you to study it. Right. I'm moving my team in this week and I respect your opinion. I'm going to ask you to just look at it with me. And my mind was completely closed off to the platform. It just wasn't a thing. I had been approached, probably a handful of times, but a couple of times by guys I really respect. And I was just so closed off to it. And I was super guilty of just having a closed mind. And my ego was like through the roof that can't be the solution to the problems of the industry. But I didn't see it because I didn't look at it. And fast forward to Cabo, this is earlier. So as I'm doing this, it's late September. Fast forward to Cabo, March of this year, and AJ's on stage, 3,750. He'll hit 5,000, 6 months later. He's doing really, really well, multiple seven figures at this point. And I'm a year in with EXP. So I'm not new to EXP at this point. Real estate B school swung into EXP on September 11th of last year, 2020. So John called me on September 5th. I joined in September 11th. And at this point, with all my experience, I can say with 1000% confidence that the fastest way to grow and scale your real estate business and create a massive leverage income stream is to partner with Real Estate B School at eXp Realty. And I'm going to unpack all of the whys behind that, but you can do this without paying for coaching, training, or technology ever again. Here's the thing. If your gate is closing, like if you've heard of eXp or you've dismissed it, or you think you know what it is, then you really need to slow down and just study the model. So the question we get asked a lot, like, how is this really different from like the other approaches, maybe from people that I don't know in my market that have reached out? The opportunity we have to partner Real Estate B School and at eXp, and maybe I brought you to listen to this today, or maybe someone in my organization, that's 654 people at this point, only a year in. Aligning our interests allows me to work with you directly without any cost to you. And when you sell more homes in this model and you grow your business, we both win. And there's never been anything I've ever seen where we can collaborate at such a high level. Whether you like it or not, eXp is the most disruptive platform in the history of real estate. It went from, I think, like 6,000 agents to 65,000 agents in the last 4 years. Some crazy growth rate. Like it went from 12 to 24 to 42, and we just hit 65,000. And I'm quite positive you have seen 100 posts from your friends on Facebook that have let you know that eXp hit 65,000 agents. And that's part of the reason why people are rubbed the wrong way, because eXp agents are actually excited about the brokerage that they work for. And so I love this. This is a quote from the CEO of Blockbuster back in 2008. He said, "Neither Redbox nor Netflix are even on the radar screen in terms of competition." So Netflix, you kind of know the story there, but here I am in our local Harris Teeter in front of a Redbox. They have 52,000 kiosks. So the CEO of Blockbuster 13 years ago was mocking a company called Redbox that's even in existence, right? So the brick and mortar thing is not a thing anymore. And this is a little bit brick and mortar-ish, right? But so for eXp to come up with a cloud-based brokerage, and the reason it's scaling and growing is because it's such a disruptive platform. So I want to go through a very quick presentation of eXp. And it's eXp explained in 9 minutes. It's going to be super quick.
Welcome to eXp Realty.
And I want you to
This is an overview of one of the most innovative real estate brokerage models today. A global community designed, powered, and owned by our agents and partners.
Sorry, I want you to pay attention. Like, what do you see in this video that piques your interest? And if you're brave enough, you can go to the chat, or you can go on Facebook Live and write it. But what might there be to be interested if you're sort of closed-minded and you're just barely holding on to listening here? So come to this with an open mind and an open heart.
Welcome to eXp Realty. This is an overview of one of the most innovative real estate brokerage models today. A global community designed, powered, and owned by our agents and partners, transforming the real estate experience. Our family of agents build their own businesses while having equity opportunities in eXp World Holdings. As technology has transformed entertainment, hospitality, transportation, and retail, it's now transforming the real estate industry. There's been little to no innovation with the old-fashioned real estate models. Franchise brokerages all start with the company at the top, which feeds down to regions, followed by offices or market centers, followed by a local manager or team leader. The focus was on the brokerage and their brand, not on the agent and their business. The evolution of real estate brokerages has always been driven by how agents get paid. This can be clearly seen with eXp's growth compared to old-fashioned models. At eXp Realty, we've eliminated old-fashioned bloat by removing franchises, territories, brick and mortar, and redundant layers of management. By doing this, we've created opportunity to give equity back to the agents and have made the agent the focal point of their business. We do this by having multiple income opportunities within our model and leveraging our fully immersive cloud office environment where agents enjoy 24/7 access to state-of-the-art collaborative tools, coaching, support, and socialization. eXp Realty continues to experience consistent record-breaking year-over-year growth with a mission to reach 1 million agents globally. It all began in the United States and Canada, with eXp Realty perfecting the model over the first 10 years, laying the foundation for our global expansion. Our international footprint now expands over 6 of the 7 continents. Our core values define our culture and ensure decisions are always aligned. Like being agile allows us to make adjustments at any time for our agents and their clients. eXp is at the forefront of technology. Every agent gets their own lead generation CRM system called KV Core. For a non-eXp agent, it could cost over $5,000 a year. This industry-leading system provides you with a behavioral-driven, personalized IDX website, CRM, email, and text campaigns. You'll always be notified of your contact's behavior, helping you convert and close more transactions. SkySlope allows agents to manage their business totally paperless. This all-in-one transaction management system helps you effortlessly stay organized with your transactions. All of your important data is contained on one detailed checklist, so you have everything in one place. One of our top priorities is building our own technology. Our back-office business intelligence center gives agents both autonomy and great visibility into their business. Within your dashboard, you'll be able to monitor your performance metrics, commissions, revenue share, equity awards, transactions, and more. Whether you need a quick postcard or a full presentation, the eXp Marketing Center has it all. You can edit marketing collateral within minutes by choosing from over 5,000 marketing pieces. In fact, when a new listing is added to your MLS, you'll get an email with marketing items created automatically for your listing. Welcome to eXp World, our 3-dimensional virtual cloud-based office environment. Meet, learn, and collaborate with agents and staff from anywhere with an internet connection. Join a meeting or training within a community via your phone, tablet, or computer. In eXp World, agents get real-time live support from our over 400 full-time staff members. Access over 80 hours of live training weekly in eXp World. Our training focuses on industry best practices, how to grow profitable real estate business, professional development, and much more. These sessions are taught not only by our highly experienced training department professionals, but also by our top producing agents and teams from around the world. eXp Realty agents also have access to Workplace by Facebook, which is a dedicated and secure working space to connect, communicate, and collaborate with other agents and eXp staff. You'll be able to use familiar Facebook features like newsfeed, groups, messages, and events to get things done quickly and efficiently. We understand that some agents enjoy the office setting from time to time, which is why every agent at eXp gets a global membership to Regus shared offices and their new brand spaces. Regus offers 3,000 office locations in over 900 cities in 120 countries. Every agent at eXp has the opportunity to become a shareholder in eXp World Holdings. Earn equity awards for closing your first transaction each year, capping each year, and every time an agent you attracted joins eXp and does their first transaction. Our agent equity program helps agents prepare for retirement. You can elect to take 5% of your gross commission per transaction and buy the company's stock at a 10% discount. Our ticker symbol is EXPI. Note that some stock awards are subject to vesting. eXp's Icon Agent program is unmatched within the industry. Our founder, Glenn Sanford, strongly believes that top-producing agents should be rewarded for their contribution. There are 2 ways to qualify for Icon status: $5,000 paid in post-cap transaction fees, or $500,000 annual GCI with a minimum of 10 closed transactions. When you achieve Icon status, you'll receive 100% of your cap that you paid to eXp back in the form of company stock, essentially putting you at a 100% commission split. One of the most exciting aspects of our compensation plan is our revenue sharing model, which allows you to build a monthly leveraged income by attracting productive agents to the company. Here's a breakdown of how the revenue sharing model works. Tier 1 contains the agents that you personally attracted to the brokerage. For each transaction on this tier, you'll get 3.5% of their total commission. This amount is taken out of eXp's 20%, not out of the agent's 80% commission. Once the agent has hit their annual cap, they start receiving 100% of their commissions. You therefore no longer receive income from their deals for the remainder of the year, which is why the max you can earn on this tier per agent is $2,800. You can earn on all 7 tiers, but it's contingent upon how many agents you've personally attracted to the brokerage and their level of production. For example, if you attract 5 producing agents, you earn exponential share in commissions on Tier 1 and Tier 2, which are agents that your Tier 1 agents attracted. If you attracted 10 producing agents, you earn exponential share in commissions on Tier 1, Tier 2, and also on Tier 3, which are agents that your Tier 2 agents attracted. On Tiers 4 through 7, you'll still receive a reduced share in commissions, which is called our expansion sharing. So let's go through a quick example of how you can create a monthly leveraged income through the revenue share program. Here's you. You personally attract 5 capping agents. Then, each of those 5 agents attract 5 capping agents of their own, giving you 5 agents of Tier 1 and 25 agents on Tier 2. For the 5 capping agents on Tier 1, you earn up to $2,800 each. And for the 25 capping agents on Tier 2, you earn up to $3,200 each, giving you an annual leveraged income of up to $94,000. But note that these figures are based on each one of these agents capping, which is approximately selling $2.7 million of real estate per year, with an average commission of 3%. You can speak to an eXp agent or staff member for further explanation. Express offers a revolutionary new home selling option for homeowners who want to skip the hassle and uncertainty of a traditional home sale. The platform connects sellers with institutional buyers who can pay cash and close quickly. Unlike other iBuyer platforms, Express Offers allows agents to receive real estate commissions. At eXp, you'll never pay a desk fee, royalty fee, or franchise fee. Every agent is treated equally and is on an 80-20 split, which caps each year at $16,000. You then receive 100% commission for the remainder of your year. Here's the amazing part. It's only $149 to join eXp, and that includes your first month's $85 brokerage fee. On each transaction, there's a $25 broker review fee and a $40 risk management fee. The risk management fee caps at $500 each year. We're also excited to announce that we've added a low-cost healthcare alternative. Our agents get a one-on-one virtual consultation to ensure they've selected the right plan. eXp Realty continues to set industry records, becoming the #1 independent brokerage in the U.S. for closed transactions. For more information, reach out to the agent who shared this video with you.
I love that ending. Once you have seen it, you can't unsee it. Very, very cool. So let me get my screen shared again here, and we'll finish strong. The only agenda here is to get you to open your eyes a little bit in terms of what's going on with eXp. It is doing its thing, right? So we don't have to really debate a whole lot. Hold on, I have to figure this out here. You guys would laugh if you saw my setup. All right. Share screen, desktop 1, share. All right. I hope this is yeah. So, when I go through that, and I've been through that video, we get a new version of that video every 90 days or so. But when I go through that, I see a lot of tech. I see a lot of training. I see a cap and a cut that's competitive. I see healthcare. I see seller lead gen, like legit seller lead gen. I see like 8 ways you can make money as a real estate agent. I see stock, 5 ways to earn stock. I see revenue share if you want to plug into it. And our best agents are training on the platform. And I haven't even really gotten into what Real Estate B School is doing, if you partner with us, or what our community is doing and how we can support you in your business. And I also see this aligning. I think part of me was closed to the opportunity because I thought it was a misalignment with what I was building. I built Real Estate B School. This is from our website. to help agents scale their business so they can achieve time and money freedom, ultimately to have greater purpose and impact. And so the question really, this is not about me. It's not about convincing you to join EXP and become part of like my downline. It's a question like, do you have an exit strategy? We're in an industry that's broken, that keeps us on a treadmill. It's the only way these brokerages can make money. And EXP is a different platform. It's a different model. So pick a number. What's your I'm done number? For me, I was in the traditional, spend less than you make and achieve a critical mass of cash on the right side to earn residual income on the left side. So my number was $30,000 or $360 a year. 7.2 million in the bank at 5% is $360 a year or $30,000 a month. That was my number, right? So what's your number? Pick a number on the right side. Let's say it's $20,000 a month you need to completely check out, and it's 4.8 million. 4.8 million is your first number. How much have you saved so far? If I told you you have 7 days to liquidate all of your holdings, how much money would you have? So you can get out of stocks, you can get out of whole life insurance, probably can't get out of real estate. Maybe sell cars. Sell your cars. How much money could you amass? So 4.8 minus that number. And then we look at how much money are you saving per year? So for my example, it was 7.2 million. I had saved 2.4 liquid. The difference was 4.8 million. I was saving 20,000 a month or 240 a year. My years to make up the difference was 20 years still, 20 years. And I've been at real estate for 14 years and I've achieved at the highest levels in the business. So this is not about me and my math. It's about you and your math. And you need to deal with this slide, the math and the reality of your situation, whether or not you come and join Real Estate B School at EXP or not, right? This is just the reality. The industry itself does not give us a solution to this. And you just have to realize that. I love this question. Based on where you're at today, how confident are you in terms of where you're going? So your financial situation today, your schedule, your time, invested in your business today, your emotional well-being, your physical body, your relationships with your spouse or your children, your relationship with God, based on where you are today, are you really confident in where you're going? And let's just boil it down to finances, right? Are you where you need to be on track to have some freedom in the future? That's the toughest question. And so, in terms of agent attraction, that's probably the biggest misunderstanding about EXP is that we're all like these crazy recruiters and it's super hard. And, not everybody participates in agent attraction, but there are folks that are doing agent attraction and they want to understand the model a little bit better. The example that they gave you in that video was you bring in 5 agents and they each bring in 5 agents. They were all cappers. It's $94,000 a year or $7,800 per month. That's just the straight math. That's only an organization size of 30. Granted, they're not all going to be capping agents. So maybe it's half of that. But do you have anything else in your life producing residual income of $4,000 per month if they're all half capping agents? If you don't, then you probably want to consider participating in agent attraction, right? It took me 27 years to generate about 2.4 million liquid net worth, which is the equivalent of about 10,000 a month residual. It took me 12 months. I just celebrated my 12-month anniversary at EXP to generate a net worth equivalent of 10 million, over 10 million, which is about 40,000 a month residual at this point. This is actually a week old, so I'm at 654 at this point, which is the magic of this model. I have not brought any additional people into EXP in the last week. And I went from 638 to 654. What's the difference there? 16 people have joined, Real Estate B School, partnered with us in EXP in the last 7 days, which is pretty cool. I think you have two choices, unless you think there's a third alternative. It's to attract 10 to 15 agents in the next 3 to 5 years and let that bake out, or save 4.8 to 7.2 million. And that's going to take you a certain amount of time. It's not just going to magically happen. One day you're not going to magically show up and there's going to be this sort of critical mass of of money there. And really, it's just the belief that this is possible. If you look at this, 27 that I brought in that have sold a home turned into 638. So about a 20 to 1, about 25 to 1. I only brought in 27, right? So I'm not like the world's best recruiter, but the opportunity has so much momentum that those 27 were able to tell some people who told some people. And that's why this thing is growing. And so I've done the real estate ownership route and the mailbox money that comes from rentals. It's not mailbox money. I had 10 rentals at one point. I sold them all. I divested. This is pre-EXP. Just know that this is possible, and it's also predictable, and that you're not alone if you decide to plug into what we're building. We've got a built out system for agent attraction. And by partnering with Real Estate B School specifically at EXP, whether me directly or someone that invited you here to look at this opportunity, this briefing, we can help you go further faster. And we're looking for people that fit into what we're doing, right? So the question is, should you partner with Real Estate B School at EXP? If you're tired of the grind and underpaid, overworked, overwhelmed, you're ready to scale your real estate business. That's what we focus on first, but you don't want to do it with giving up your personal life. You want to be able to put the things that matter most first, create a future you deserve. You're willing to challenge maybe some of your own ways of thinking, so the status quo, and you're ready to get after it and start building real wealth. We will for sure crush it together. You get unlimited access to me. You get all of our lead gen levers. Everything I've ever built in Real Estate B School, you get access to. Same stuff clients have paid us $33,000 a year for. All of our lead gen levers, all of our lead conversion training, all of our presentations, all of our packets, all of our pre-list packets, all of our tech tools, all of our client care systems. We run everything on Trello. You get access to it all. Our business freedom planner, weekly training that we do, and an online community that you'll plug into as well. We will help you figure out how to expand your business according to what we call the business freedom blueprint. The goal, like I said earlier, is more money, more freedom, more impact. The focus is building sustainable system. And even if it's one administrator, empowering someone to help you in your business. We'll show you how to assess your business. You'll get access to probably, I think it's like 72 swipeable tools and systems that have been developed over 8 years. Every document, every template, every tracking tool, everything you could possibly need to go from wherever you are in the business at 100 or 200,000 GCI or $1 million to 2 million to 3 million. You'll have access to all of it. It is the straightest path that I know in our industry to success. And you get swipeable access to all of it, all of our drivers, all of our database marketing, listing marketing, buyer marketing, lead gen levers, lead management, email sequences, text sequences, all the scripts and dialogues and virtual consultation, in-person consultations, all the presentations and documents, everything for client servicing and transaction management, critical tech tools, and everything you need to scale your business from 500 to 1 million and beyond in terms of planning, knowing your numbers and tracking, and ultimately growing your team and the culture and cadence you need to do so successfully. You definitely want to go to rebscasestudy.com. We've got 6 case studies on there from people that have been in our world that have had success. And this will give you a sense of the success you can have using our proven growth platform. The online community, we run 10 trainings a week out of our Game Changers Nation, 7 on real estate and 3 on revenue share. Social media, video, luxury. I do a training in there, seller lead gen, seller lead conversion. We do a rev share building blocks, buyer lead gen, buyer lead conversion, how to get listings in today's market, which is awesome. We interview a top agent attractor, and then we do rev share role play. So you will be fully supported in this opportunity. And to circle all the way back, I really want to help you get you in a position to use your real estate business and the opportunities within EXP by partnering with Real Estate B School to make more money so that you can have more freedom and ultimately have more impact. So go to partnerwithrebs.com if you have any questions, you want to see kind of everything sort of laid out there. Connect with me if I invited you here, or the person that invited you here for a 3-way call, and they'll get you on the phone with me. And let's get after it together. Let's do this. Let's build it. It's real estate fundamentally first. It's just building it on a more elegant platform. That's the promise of partnering with Real Estate B School at EXP. So much love, much respect. We will talk to y'all soon. Be good.